Yo,
Oh man,
you doing, man? You right?
yeah, man, I'm all good, bro. All good. You know,
Yeah,
same old, same old.
same
But
old, same old. But you
yeah,
know what? You know what? Another chapter came out.
yeah,
Boy, yeah, man. Boy, this one was. Oh, wow. This chapter was a heavy one. That's for a fact. That's for a fact.
yeah. No, I agree, 100%. And
Uh,
I've always
like,
told you, like, my hatred for the celestial dragons after this chapter,
yo, yeah, uh, that I
it
know that
went,
of that.
it went a step higher. You
Yeah,
know, it's gone even higher after this chapter. Like, I can't tell you. I don't know. Oda right now, he's on flames right now. Like, he's on fire. His pen's on fire. The paper's on fire. Everything about him is on fire currently right now, and I don't think anything is topping this week's chapter of One
yeah.
Piece. I'll
That's
be
for
real,
a fact, man.
and I gotta say to all those anime watchers, they're in for a big surprise. You know,
Yeah, no, while we discuss it, yeah, it's just like there's so much lore that happened as well. So much we found out in terms of lore of One Piece, which I'm
oh
actually
man.
quite, yeah, it's very interesting. We'll get into it, but yeah, do you want to start off?
Where do I begin, though, man?
Let's start with the beginning. Yeah, let's start with the beginning. Yeah,
Yeah,
let's start with the
like
beginning.
I don't know what to say. You know, we've got this we've got this short story, with Zoro playing the musical chairs with what looks to be like chi chihuahuas, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I think those drawings were basically like their requests that people sent to Oda to draw. Is
Yeah.
yeah, so I think he must have drawn that request. It's
You know
cute
some
though.
of them some of
Yeah,
them, yeah, could be linked to the story. Like there was one where it was like, how Bartolomeo burned down the Shanks's flag, where it
yeah,
was
yeah.
like,
I remember.
yeah, and it was released in yesterday's episode.
Yeah,
So yeah, they could be linked to the story. They could be friendly. Yeah, so you're absolutely right. But where do we start in terms of the story, my bro? Oh my, like
well,
yo,
it picked up where last chapter ended, where we're
yeah,
still in God Valley, and we're seeing what's happening in God Valley. And but man, I feel bad for the people there, man.
yeah,
They didn't
but
even ask for this, man. They didn't even ask
yeah,
for this. They were just
oh
it,
yeah, but Yasin to enslave all these innocent people and to use them in bro,
no, don't get me started,
yo,
man. And they were even like screaming, "What the hell is this a nightmare? What the hell is this, man? Like I want to wake up from this." But no, it was all happening. And you know what sucks the most? Like I want to jump ahead a bit where we 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 see Ivankov, um, Kuma, and the girl Ginny. Yeah, the girl Ginny, and
yeah,
then they're talking to a bunch of the survivors, the people that are running away from the game. As oh, if we only if we just survive for a little bit, maybe they'll let us free. And then Ivankov was just full on just telling them, look, that's a lie, because they're definitely gonna kill you. And it's like
yeah.
why would they even do that? It's because they rather have a game of people like what was it?
In
Where they
panic mode, running
they
around.
were it's more fun for them if they're running instead
Yeah,
of just giving up, because there's no like fun, there's no fun in that basically. And it's
yeah.
just like why would you give these people false hope for, man?
That's what it is, man. False hope, because it's
Yeah,
like if they knew that there was no exit off the island or there was no escape, these lot
yeah,
wouldn't run. They just
yeah,
accept it
exactly.
and just be like, yeah, we're dead either way, so there's no point. Just
Yeah,
kill us
yeah,
right now. And all of a sudden they've been lied to by these celestial dragons, which pissed me off so much. Excuse my language, but oh my days. And then they're running away, and then they're taking the pleasure in annihilating all these people, and they're calling them rabbits. You know,
Yeah, it's a game to them. It's a game to them, man.
yeah,
Fuck it.
like, and then they've mentioned that there were 150 rare rabbits and then 13 super rare rabbits, and if you hit one of those, you require more points. You know, and then you
Yeah,
had
but
Garland. I feel like
yeah,
he
yeah,
hit because he lost 10,000 points, but then he quickly acquired it back when he must have probably killed one person off in this chapter because he acquired
yeah.
10,000
Yeah.
points very quickly. You know, and
Yeah, it says in the, I'm just reading it, I'm rereading the chapter. It says he's already got 100,000 points. I'm like, bloody hell, man! This guy's
oh,
got it because he's going for the high value rabbits. Damn,
yeah,
man, the hell!
yeah, but these are innocent people we're talking about.
I
We're
know, I
kids as
know, I
well.
know, I know,
But
man.
bro, I'm shaking my laptop right now. When I read this, I was like, no, don't piss me off. Like, yo, nah, the Celestial and the God Knights, they're in on it as well.
Yeah,
Do you know
yeah.
how mad that
Um,
is?
the
These
thing is,
guys
though,
have.
they win. Yeah, yeah. It's just crazy. It's like, what the hell you getting, guys? Just, but the thing is, they want to win a prize at the end of it, right? And
Mm,
what the prizes are those two devil fruits. And I was,
yeah,
and this is what I liked about this chapter because it explains more about it. It's like this is where two important people like got their devil fruits from, innit?
yeah,
One was
yeah.
Kaido's and one was
And the
Kuma's.
other one, Pumas, yeah.
And then
Like,
I wanted to bring up like a interesting question there.
yeah.
Would you think Kaido would have been a emperor if he had taken if he had eaten the Kuma's fruit?
Pawpaw fruit. Yeah, the
Yeah.
pawpaw fruit.
Do you think he
I
would
do
have been
believe.
emperor?
Yep. Either way,
Yeah.
you know how overpowered Kuma's devil fruit is. If you had to
That is
compare it with the likes
power.
of,
There
if
is overpowered. Yeah, yeah,
yeah, if you had to compare it with the likes of Doflamingo, Crocodile, and Gecko Moria,
yeah.
Kuma, and even Boa Hancock, Kuma's devil fruit is the strongest out of all of them. Like
Nah,
what it can do is range, the damage, the AOE damage. Sorry, like everything about it, bro. And don't forget the fact that it can, because we already saw what his devil fruit can do. It can heal people. Like if he took damage, pop, he'll pop that.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
the
yeah. He took
damage
yeah,
within himself disappears. You know what I mean?
yeah,
He took Luffy's pain and gave it to Zoro. Zoro took that, and look what it did to
yeah. I
Zoro.
think Zoro. Yeah, I remember that chapter, man. I think Zoro from that day understood how much his captor took, the amount of pain,
Yeah,
man. He,
no,
yeah,
but
he
yeah,
was that guy.
it wasn't just pain, bro. It was like stress, everything that was
Yeah,
all
yeah,
built
yeah.
up, like So we already know that Kuma's devil. Yeah, so I believe if Kaido took Kuma's paw fruit, yeah, he would still be a Yonko. Let's nah,
And then
definitely
there's
hands
the
down.
other question. Imagine if Kuma had the dragon fruit. Like, fair enough, it
See, I
wouldn't
don't.
like suit his, it wouldn't
Yeah,
suit
but
his
then you have.
name.
Mm, but then you have to look at it like this,
Yeah,
like where Oda's going with the story.
yeah,
We already know that Kuma wanted to like he wants to be someone who saves people's lives, isn't it? Like the Nika. You know how they
yeah.
always like the Buccaneers always look up
The
to
Nika man.
Nika,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah,
So him having that the purple fruit helps with his goal in saving a lot of people. If he had let's just say if he had Kaido's fruit, which is the dragon fruit, I can't remember what it was. If he had that fruit,
yeah.
there's nothing he can do with that fruit apart from just cause major damage. He'd be overpowered. Don't get me wrong, but it's like people that are injured, he wouldn't be able to save their lives because his paw fruit can do so much. It's versatile, my bro. Like this guy is able to do a
Yeah,
lot with that fruit compared to what Kaido's able to do. Don't get me wrong, mythical zone, one of the most rarest fruits of all time.
yeah. It's called
Overpowered,
the mythical Azura dragon. Oh,
yeah.
okay. Yeah, that's what they
And
call it.
the and the zones, as we know, the zone fruits are the rarest of them all. But
The mythical
I,
ones, isn't it?
I
Yeah,
yeah, I believe it'll be pointless in Kuma's hand.
fair enough.
Hmm.
I just like to imagine that Kaido would he be able to like become a warlord with a purple fruit, but like the way you're describing like how powerful the purple fruit is, then yeah, I'll say, and you have to on top of that, he's an Oni, isn't he? So he's
Hmm.
from an Oni clan, so he would still be powerful for thing, innit?
Regardless,
Or
yeah, you would.
yeah, regardless.
you know.
But yeah, let's
So move like I'll be real. Like we already know how much of there's words that, bro, you know, these words that just want to come out of my mouth right now to describe these celestial dragons. But let me just hold back.
yeah, fair
Despicable.
enough,
I'm just gonna
fair
say
enough.
they're despicable, horrendous. There's just so much I can say about these guys, and you know, and even the God Knights. You know, it seems like, you know what the funny thing is about the God Knights. A lot of people, you know, it's funny because these characters here, a lot of people seem to think that they've seen them before. Because from the chapters, you know, the guy with the gas mask.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm just rereading it. Let
and
me just
and the
see it.
guy and the guy on the second, the guy with the gas mask, and the guy with like what looks to be like some sort of fringe, and he looks like he's a prince, royalty. People are comparing those two to two kids who were in that chapter with Big Mom when she was a kid. With who was it that they were? Um, yeah, Mother Caramel. That's
Mother
it.
Carabao.
Yeah, so there was two kids that were standing next to Mother Caramel. One of the
Yeah,
kids, mind you, was wearing a mask, like a gas mask, the same thing that this guy's wearing. But the problem was there was no number 46. And then there was another guy with which look, there was another kid who had like a
yeah,
crown on his head. Now people are comparing that to them two.
yeah.
Thing is, I can't be too sure because you know people love to put out their theories, but then
No,
Oda completely.
it could be
But we
just
know, yeah, but we know Oda loves to like toy with the fans and do a complete 360. So until then, you know, we just have to wait and see what Oda has to say, because for me, I'm still unsure. Now, as we move on, we see Garp chilling, yeah, because this
yeah.
is where it
I
just,
like that.
yeah,
I like that. He's like even
like he's on
Tengoku's like,
holiday.
"Oh, there's an incident in God Valley. You need to see all of that stuff. Man, they'll do it themselves, man. And then as soon as he drops Roger's name, what? You not lead with that though. I was
Yeah,
laughing. I
but
was like,
that's
nah.
yeah, but yes, that's the thing though, man. It's like he himself didn't even want to do the dirty work, like, because even and Kong was like, yeah, we need you in God Valley, something major's going down there. And then obviously Garp was just like, listen, if it's the celestial dragons that must have pissed off Roger, I'm sorry, that must have pissed off Rocks, and then eventually stolen from Rocks, and Rocks has
Yeah,
gone to the island to get it back, then it's none of my concern, because I tried to warn you guys this would happen. And eventually Kong drops Roger. Word is that Roger's going to be on the island too. And Garth is like, all right, let me put on my suit. I'm on my way.
like,
You know,
yo, you do that next time. I'm going, bro. I'm
it
going,
seems
bro.
like, hey, listen, it seems like anytime, yeah, Garth hears Roger's name, he has a hard on, so he has to just go full 360, boom, I'm there. You know, because it's like, for me, I feel like when Roger's there, I feel like not only like, yeah, they're enemies, but in some way, I feel like Garth respects Roger. You know,
Yeah,
I feel like he has the most fun when Roger's there. You know, because these two are like rivals. You know, and they're as we know in their prime. Pure like we don't know about Rocks, but we you know, rumors are he's hiding above them. But in terms of Roger and Garp, them two are equal, so they enjoy fighting each other.
yeah.
So Garp is on his way. You know, he's on his way, and then as we see,
My
you
favorite
know,
panel is when you see all the forces coming into God Valley.
yeah, yeah,
The
yeah.
the Rocks
So it's like
pirate.
you, mm,
Yeah, I love all. It's like a proper. It's just seeing them in their prime in their lineup. It's just they all look like they
mm,
want to cause menace. It's just sick. You see Whitebeard. You see his so-called mistress. That's his mistress, isn't it? I can't remember her
mm.
name. Yeah.
Uh,
Then you see the empress of the Amazon Lily.
yeah,
Yeah,
Gloriosa. See, we're gonna
yeah,
come to that
yeah,
because you know what you said with the Ivankov situation, where
yeah,
Ivanka was trying to like say to all of them that they should like try to get out.
yeah,
He was trying to give them hope, innit? But there is no hope if there's no escape on the island, because obviously they were saying if they could survive for like a couple of weeks, I believe, was it 3 weeks?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
they
3
can
weeks.
survive
I
three
think.
weeks to it. You can escape. But regardless,
Yeah,
there is no escape.
yeah,
Even if they escape, like where do they go on? They can't swim. You know,
yeah,
there's no boat. There's no access. You know, as we already know, the the new world, the Grand Line, the seas are rough as it is. You got sea monsters all over the place. You know, it's dangerous. Either way, it's a lose-lose situation for these regular human
yeah.
civilians.
The
You know what I mean?
sanity,
Because
the
it's like they're
sanity
not
are gonna go.
they're not strong. You know, and they're
Yeah,
just living their normal lives, and all of a sudden they've just been taken over by these by the guy. And do you know
yeah,
you know what's disappointed me? Because I've always said, yeah, you know me.
yeah,
I've always backed the Navy, the Marines, you know, not the
yeah,
world government, because we know the world government is shady as fuck. Bro. I've always backed the Marines because I'm like God in it. And you know me,
yeah.
Sword came into play, and I was like, yeah, maybe one day Sword could do a change, but we'll see where that goes. But that's another discussion for another time. But I've always backed the Marines because they're righteous. They have good characters like people like Fujitora, like Smoker, like Kobe, like Garp. You know the real
Yeah,
ones. You know what I mean? Even this guy, don't get me wrong, I love this guy. His name's Akaini. People may hate him, but this guy gets the job done. His job is to eradicate the pirates. That's what he does. But the reason why I say I'm hurt because of what I saw is because you know when all these people were getting murdered, right?
yeah, they didn't really do anything.
The Marines didn't do anything, exactly.
But they
They were
can't
watched.
though. That's the thing. It's like
But that's how
the
you know.
selectors. Yeah, they
Yeah,
can't do anything though. It's
yeah, but
sad,
Yasin,
but they can't.
it's true. But that's how you know Sword was created to probably stop shit like this from happening ever again. You know what I mean? Yeah, it got. You know what the crazy thing is? Certain people don't know that this happened in the history because it got wiped
No,
from history books, isn't it? You know, Kobe probably who's a righteous Marine doesn't even know about. But when it all comes out and people find out what happened in God Valley, that's gonna be game over.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah,
So yeah. So it's tough. You know. I can't.
yeah,
You know, it's things like this. It's like it gets me anxious, you know, because I'm worried for certain characters in the story, innit? Because it's like you have this good moment and then you know it's gonna lead to like it's too good to be true, and it's only gonna get worse, you know. So the Marines watching all these people getting annihilated, just I felt that, man, because you know me,
yeah,
you know how we went to Comic Con and we dressed up as Marines,
yeah,
you know what I mean? It's just man. As if you're talking about world government, then I can say, yeah, the world government's shady, but the Marines, that's something else.
yeah.
But then, as we go on to the next page, boom, rocks appears. Rocks pirates appears.
Yo,
Bro,
yes, I know, man. That's my favorite lineup. Oh, it's just seeing them in their prime, though, man. It was wicked.
yeah. Bro, when I turn to the next page, you can't, bro. Best believe I was shaking the table with the laptop
I
as well.
love the fact. You know what? I love the fact they included Shiki as well. Like, even it
Oh,
makes
he's now
sense because
canon.
yeah, he's not
He's now
canon.
canon.
Well, technically, he is
Yeah.
canon though, but it's like, did
No, okay. Technically, episode 0 was canon, but the movie was not canon.
wasn't it? I swear, like Oda wanted to include um, that movie into the manga, but he just said nah. He scrapped it afterwards. But he thought
Hey,
he'd make
listen,
it
yes.
into a movie.
Look at it like this, Yasin. If the
Yeah,
movie was canon, right,
yeah,
Shiki would be weak as fuck. Excuse my language, sorry, but Shiki would be weak as hell, right? Because I'm gonna tell you one thing right now. This
yeah.
guy's part of a team with Whitebeard, Big Mom, and Kaido. Now, from what I'm seeing and what I'm reading, it seems like he's like everyone's saying, he could be the Sanji of the Rocks Pirates,
Okay,
while
okay.
Whitebeard could be the Zoro of the Rocks Pirate. Because they have an all-star team right there, and right, this team is bonkers, my friend. Look at it; it's an
Yeah,
all-star team. Everyone, Captain John, Wang Z, bro, you got every single bro. Everyone is here. Gloriosa in her prime.
yeah.
Bro, you know what's even crazy? You know, all this time I thought Shaki was part of the Rocks Pirate, but it turns out it wasn't her. She was the leader of the of the Amazon woman.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah. They confirmed
yeah,
that a while back. Yeah, yeah. She was a
yeah,
former.
She was the fourth.
Is
Yeah,
she not
right.
married? Isn't she not married to
She's married to Rayleigh.
yeah, which is cute to hear that, but still.
Yeah, so she's now, as we know, Shaki's now. Well, back then was in charge of Amazon Lily,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Glorioso was probably the one that fell in love with one of the pirates, and I don't know who it was, But
I mean,
listen,
it could be wrong. Yeah, it could
listen.
be
There's
wrong.
so many
Yeah,
rumors. There's so many rumors that I'm seeing, and so many theories that I'm seeing that it could be this person, it could be that person. But again, that's another story for another time, right?
yeah,
But
yeah.
she's, Stussy Buckingham is there as well, bro. Everyone in their prime is there. Look, you know what someone compared it to? It's funny because someone said, yeah, hear me out, yeah. This is gonna sound crazy, yeah, and I in
Yeah.
some way agree with them that this squad kind of reminds them of the Straw Hat Pirates. But the problem
Yeah.
is, Straw Hat Pirates are yet to reach this kind of level of all star. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but to be
It's
honest,
like,
with the Rock Pirates, they don't really care about each other. Yeah. Most of them don't. Like they, every man for themselves. They're like, you
yeah,
don't command me, you don't tell me what to do, all of that stuff. They only together because of rocks. For like,
yeah, that's true. Don't get me wrong, that's true. But you know
yeah,
what? I do believe, yeah, that these lot will still be together.
yeah,
So, because we don't know the full story, but
yeah.
from
That's
what I
true. That's
know,
true.
is they lost. Because they lost, each one of these pirates went their own way and started their own empire,
But the
gathered
fact,
their own crew.
you bring that interesting here. The fact that, like, trust me, that lineup is sick here. But you're
Mm.
telling me if they lost in God Valley, yeah, then
It must
Roger's crew must be really part OP then, because you
No, no,
can't.
no, 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 no. Because it must have, like someone said, it must have taken not just Roger, but it must have taken Garp as well. Because look, bro, this
Yeah, but
team has.
Garth wouldn't Garth and Roger fight in rocks just only. So
Yeah, but that's what Sengoku.
what were the others doing then? They must have been
Yeah, but
fighting
that's
each
what.
other.
Yeah, but you know what? That's what Sengoku stated.
Yeah.
Sengoku stated that, right? But we don't have clear indication that it was just those two against rocks. You know what I mean? We have yet to find out what really went down in God Valley. We only got a little piece of information that, oh yeah, it was Garp and Roger and Garp against Rocks, and then God Valley disappeared after that. Now in the recent chapter, we found out that they've come in with an all-started squad. You've got Whitebeard, you got Shiki, you got Big Mom, you got Kaido, you got all these big star names inside.
Yeah,
Everyone's
with
involved.
me, I like to imagine like like the Rogers Pirates were fighting the Rocks Pirates and the Marines, while Roger and Garth were just fighting Rocks on its own. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
but yes, you gotta
yeah,
understand though. This was a four-way a four-way brawl. This was like a menace. This was like every man for himself. Like I'm talking, there was four factions. Rogers
yeah. Oh
Pirates,
yeah, they got the God Valleys as well, innit? I keep forgetting. Yeah, the
right?
God Valley Knights as well. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're right. You're right.
Rogers Pirates, Rox's Pirates, the God Knights, and Garp's Marine. Now all
Yeah,
four of them are in. So it's a menace on that island. It's
yeah,
pandemonium. Everything is gone to shit. It's reckless.
yeah.
It's out of control. It ain't no one like even the innocent people that were trying to escape. Most of them are probably dead, caught in the crossfire. I won't lie. Because when you have these
I'll be
OP
right, man.
power,
No, yeah, no dispute you,
when you
innit?
have these OP overpowered characters just blazing at each other, just you know, guns blazing, swords swiping, then look, me and you are on this island. We're trying to escape. We're not escaping. We're dying.
We're
All right.
dying, bro. Man's like,
We're,
nah, we're giving up.
we're losing our
We're
life,
giving up.
regardless. Regular two
We're giving
human
up.
guys just trying to escape. We've given up, bro. We thought these guys were coming to help. They don't care about us. They're coming to fight, bro. It's like a grand party down there, bro. Listen,
You know
look,
what? I do like the next panel, the next page. You see the lineup for the Roger Pirates, yeah. And I just noticed,
yeah,
yeah, Roger doesn't have his iconic mustache.
yeah. Do you know what? That's another thing that confused me as well. But I feel like this was when he was in his younger days. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Because
saying. He looks so cool, like
he
without his
looks like
mustache.
Ace as well. Yeah,
Yeah,
you
for
know.
real. I literally thought that he looks, and he's got the straw hat. Because then
Yeah,
that would make sense because this is before Shanks joined the crew, isn't it?
yeah. Shanks was 1 year old when this happened. You know that, right? He was a
Yeah,
baby.
yeah. So he must have been. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now it makes more sense. Yeah, but like, man, he looks like Ace there, man.
Yeah.
And then you see all
Yeah.
then the thing is though, I don't know all of Roger's crew. I know Rayleigh and Copper Bun,
Yeah, Scupper Bang. Scupper no, Copper
Scopper Bang.
Scupper Caban. Yeah,
But
Scupper
yeah,
Caban, yeah.
but then who's the one that looks like a dwarf, and then you got the
Oh,
fish man,
Millet Pine.
Minute Pie. Okay, I don't know who this guy
uh,
is, man. Do you know who he
yeah,
is?
no. So there's Millet Pine, and there's I believe the other guy in the far corner, just behind Rayla, is Yui.
You
You know,
okay?
and then the one next to Millet Pine is a dude named Spencer.
Is he the fish man?
No. The fishman is who's the fishman?
Oh, like I didn't even see him. Like,
Because
like,
you don't see these characters properly until like you see like a
like
um
close up. Yeah.
yeah. So the
Yeah.
fishman on Roger's crew, what was his name again? It was give me oh yeah, that's who his name was. Sunbell.
Sunbelt. Okay.
Yeah, that's who his name was.
Yeah,
Sunbell.
man.
Yeah, so
He
listen,
looks
there
like. Yeah. I don't know. Like the thing is, like,
I'll be real, yes.
yeah.
Roger's crew doesn't compete with Rox's crew. I mean,
To be
yeah,
honest, though, man,
Roger's
you
the
say
king of the
that, but
pirates.
we have never seen them. Well, technically, we only seen Silver Ray Lake fight and Copper Command fight, but we haven't seen these brothers fight.
Yeah, but that's true.
You know
But the
what I
thing
mean?
is, you have to understand. Someone compared the Rocks pirates to the Straw Hats pirates. You know how they said that is because they said in some way, Rocks is like Luffy. Rocks just took off
But
like
we
Luffy
don't even
in a
know.
fight.
We don't even know what Leafy and this rock guy looks like, man. That's what's
Yeah,
annoying me. Hopefully,
it
yeah.
will reveal
But I don't
soon.
know, man.
They
I
they
feel like,
said them two were similar characters. You know,
yeah. But
they're
you know what?
impatient.
Yeah. But you know what? It's just like I don't know, man. The Roger Pirates, man. They're not as flashy. And like when you look at the Rocks Pirates here, all of them have their own thing. But
Mm.
I don't know, man. I think everyone's like you say, like they're the part of the king of the pirates crew for a reason, man. So like they must be OP, man. You know what I mean?
Only time will tell. But listen, that
Uh,
star-studded squad, bro. That they got beat
and
because
then
I feel
and
like
then
two
what's
factions joined
yeah,
up.
and then not even two factions. You got another faction, which is the Marines.
No, but
And
I'm
they
saying,
come
I'm
in, man.
saying, my guess is the Marines and Rogers team up to fight the Rocks, and somehow the God Knights
Yeah,
are probably just watching in the background, and they're like, ah, so these two can fight. You know what? We could just get everyone, all these Celestial Dragons, to safety, and just take our boats, take all these slaves, and be gone out of here, and then
yeah,
claim that this never happened and wipe this from history, from existence. No one knows about it. No one knows
yeah,
what went down here. That's what I feel like would happen. That's my guess, at
yeah.
least.
But then
But when
after we see but after we see the lineup, we get to see the kids, well, the little Cuba, Ivankov, and Ginny trying to
but
get their
before we
fruit.
go into that though,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
wanna
yeah.
I
Go on,
wanna
then,
I wanna make a I wanna make a big shout out to the man in the corner next to Garp. You know who I'm talking about? Do you know who I'm talking
man.
about?
What with the hat?
Yeah. Mr.
Oh man,
Bogard
what's his
himself,
name again?
bro.
I keep forgetting, bro. I keep forgetting. What's his name again?
Bogard.
Oh yeah, he must have been. Oh, he was there as well.
He was there as well, my bro. You know when I saw this, you know how
Yeah,
gobsmacked I was? Because do you know what this means that this guy's been with? Because this happened 38 years ago. How old is
yeah.
Bogart? Why does
Like
he
it's
look the
weird.
same? Why does he look
Yeah,
the same?
I was just
Bro,
gonna say that.
he
He
doesn't look
looks
like
the
he's eight.
same. Unless he must have been really young then, like like
Yeah,
like
but how old
really
are we
young then.
talking? How
I
old are
don't
we
know,
talking? Because
man.
my man is dressed up in a suit, in a gangster hat. Oh my days! Oh no.
But God, I didn't.
Nah, he's been
I
Gob's vice for a very long time. 38
yeah.
years ago. Look, because
What
I'm
is
gonna
he
put it
now?
like this, bro.
Yeah, he's
If
still with
he's
it.
yeah, he's still
Is
with him,
he?
but
You
we
don't
haven't
see him
seen
in
him.
the. You
We
don't see
haven't
him.
seen him like the last time we saw him was when they, Axe, Axe Morgan,
That's Morgan. Yeah, yeah.
Axe Morgan. right?
Yeah.
Was when he was there on a ship with them, and when he was training Kobe and Helmeppo, because
Yeah.
Garp was doing
So,
something. He was
like,
training
what?
them, but then after that, we've never seen him since.
Yeah, that's weird. Hopefully they bring him back because
It's
I like.
mad. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because I thought Oda forgot about this guy. I genuinely thought Oda forgot about this guy, and he's
You
just like,
know,
yeah,
bro.
yeah, Oda's,
No, we'll see.
Oda.
Oda hasn't. No, Oda never forgets his character. He's not Akira Toriyama. I love Dragon Ball, but Russ, Toriyama forgets most of his characters. This guy, Oda, he would never forget a character. Man brought a character that was introduced to Drum Island into the latest chapters regarding the bloody Shingimi. So nah, Oda hasn't forgotten his characters, man. No, no, okay.
Bogard was a shock, bro. Bogard was a shock surprise to me. I was like, yo, 38 years ago, and Bogard was. How old was this guy? And if he was a young kid back then, which I doubt, but if he was young back then, because look, we already know that Garp is 70. Back here, he was 40, right? 38
Oh
years
yeah,
ago.
yeah, yeah.
38
He
years
must have
ago.
been in his 20s then. He must have been in his 20s or something, man.
Yeah, because then that means he could be like around the same age around the admirals, like Sakazuki's age,
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Kuzan's age, Borsalino's age. That's my guess because
yeah,
this
yeah,
guy, bro, he don't even look like he's around like because when we saw young Marco and we saw young Shanks, they look like kids, bro. This guy
yeah,
looks like an adult, ready to go to war, bro. He's like, yo, Gop, I got your back. Let's do this shit, bro. Like this guy's on it, man, and that's what gets me up. Because when I saw this, I was like, yo, hands on my head. Bro, I was like, yo, this looks hard as nah. Yes, bro. I'm still gassed, bro. This
yeah. No way,
chapter
man. No
hyped
way.
me.
We have to keep
Oh,
the ball rolling. I must just we want to keep it short, bro.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
But then we
I love to
go
talk
to the
about it
next one.
more,
Like
man.
you said, no, continue because you was going on. Because
Yeah.
yeah, continue.
Wow, you know what makes man, the next chapter, not the chapter, the next page, it's just you see Mom just grabbing Ivan cup. Nope, that's mine. He just grabs the fruit. I
Mm.
love that bit, man. She's
He
called
should.
that is Big Mom, right? That is Big Mom.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it's Big
Big
Mom.
Mom. Yeah, that's Big
Okay,
Mom.
okay, okay. I don't want to like. It's hard. Like with me, it's just like there's so many characters, man. It's just
Yeah, no, understandable, man.
all
Understandable.
the all the all the draws them the same, man. It's not.
Mm.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So sometimes there's a lot of characters happening.
No,
But yeah,
understandable, bro. Big Mom
but yeah,
saved us.
you
She
see,
saved
no,
us from a
he
zesty.
literally spearing, not even spearing, just manhandling.
Yeah.
Because nope, that's my fruit for us. And then
Mm,
you see, Key was like, "Hey, take the fruit, eat it."
mm.
I did.
Now, Big
Oh,
Mom,
did
she
Satin
saved us
come?
from a. She
Yeah,
saved us from a zest. She saved us from a zesty dragon, basically, because that's what everyone's
yeah,
saying.
yeah,
It would have been like we would have seen a funky dragon, doing a dance, doing whatever it is that he does. Can you imagine? Oh, nah, I can't. Oh, nah. It's wild, bro. That'd be wild.
yeah,
That
yeah.
would. But then, yeah, like you said, Saturn comes. After Kuma's hit the devil fruit, and
Back
bro,
in there,
it's
boy. The way he just drops it to him. The only options are slavery and death. And now, what the hell, man? You say that to a little boy, man. What the? This guy don't care.
bro.
Oh man.
You know how mad it is, yeah. But when I read this chapter,
Yeah.
this gonna sound crazy, yeah. But in some way, I feel like Oda like knows exactly what goes on in real life, like in like real life situations, and just puts it into a story, but makes it into a way where it's just like obviously it's fiction, so we know
Yeah.
it's like yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
like
story,
in real life
but he
inspiration
gets
from yeah, yeah.
yeah, where he gets his inspiration from exactly, because it's
Mm.
like yo, you've got some guy in a high end tail suit who's now telling a young kid that you was born as a slave. Your only options is slavery and
Slavery
death.
and death. Yeah.
You know, all this that goes on in real life. Well, bro, he's just for me personally. I feel like this is where he gets his
But you
inspiration
know
from
what?
there.
Like, you know what? I love Cuba. He's just standing up. He's a boy. You have to realize he's a boy.
Mm,
He's standing
he's a
up to
young
him. He
boy.
knows. Like, yeah. He's like, I want to read it. It's like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't make sense that you're born important.
Yeah.
Wait. And there's no reason for someone to be born a slave. if I got some kind of power, then I would like to be Nika and save as many of these unfortunate people as possibly can. You have to remember, this guy just got whacked by him. Yeah, he should be like
Yeah.
dying, but nah, he's standing up to him, man. He's like, nah, fuck. He's like, nah,
No, no,
f
no,
you,
no, no.
man.
No, believe me. You know, I believe, yeah, because we already know when Kuma said that, yeah,
Yeah,
he got mad. Saturn
yeah,
got
he got
mad.
pissed.
I'll tell you why you know when you said what you said right now, where he used some sort of force to blow Kuma back. I
Yeah,
feel like Saturn can control that. I feel like when he wants to, he'll kill you. When he wants to toy
yeah,
around with you and play around with you, he'll leave you suffering before your final breath. So
yeah.
he must have tried, yeah. So he must have made Kuma beg, or rather, I wouldn't say beg, but more like show him despair. That's the word
Or
I'm
like
looking for.
mercy.
Despair. Yeah.
Is
So it's
it?
just like,
Mer-
yeah, because you're not gonna survive. Wherever you go, you'll always be born a slave. And then Kuma hit him back with the, oh yeah, like you said, if there's a way to save people, I want to save people. So we already know Saturn when he heard, because when he heard the word Nika, it triggered Saturn, right?
Yeah.
But we already know Kuma still, because my guess is this would have probably, him saying that would have probably had Kuma killed, because we already know Saturn doesn't like Nika. We already know when
Yeah,
Saturn
yeah, yeah.
saw Luffy, he went
He
straight for the
didn't even
kill because he
refer to
wanted to.
Luffy. He
Yeah,
referred him as
he
Nika.
went. Yeah, and he went straight for the kill to kill him then and there. But my
Yeah,
guess is this is what happens, right? Towards the end of God Valley, yeah, because Oda didn't show everything. This is what
yeah,
my
yeah,
guess is.
yeah,
My guess, if Saturn tried to kill Kuma, because obviously Kuma couldn't get into his head that he was born a slave and should be a slave. But with what's going on in the background, when I'm saying Roger and Rox are fighting, it's causing some sort of pandemonium. Everywhere's been blitzed apart. That I feel like when Saturn's about to give Kuma his final blow, in comes Garp, Roger, Rox, and they're just fighting, smash, smash, smash.
yeah,
And then
yeah,
Saturn's just like, you guys have messed up. Like I'm trying to kill this guy. Stay out of my way, please. And they just don't even care. They're just trading blows for blows. Roger, Garp,
yeah,
and Rocks.
yeah,
Because we already know in the last panel it says, "Wait, Rocks," and then Rocks is like, "Out of my way, Roger." And then you just see a freak black lightning, which I'm assuming is either Haki or maybe Saturn must have used his kind of lightning. I don't know, but as we already know, Oda hasn't told the full story of this. We have to
Wait,
wait.
did Roger say wait rocks? Like,
Yeah,
tell him he wasn't okay, cool. So then he must have been trying to stop him from doing that. Sure, wait. Like he
yeah.
must
This
know
is
that.
what I'm trying to say. Yeah, because you know
Yeah,
when
yeah.
you know when you know when Roger gets into the island, right? Roger,
Yeah.
yeah. You know what he says? It's been a whole year. Do you have any idea how I felt at all this time? Do you know what he means? He's
What?
had no action for one whole year.
Yeah, yeah,
He's jumped because this is why I feel like people, and I will agree, why Rocks, as we look at him, isn't as like what we think he really is. Do you know what I mean? Rocks has
mm,
gone to the island to get back something that the government have stole from him. Garp has said, leave it to them. I mean, it's on them. They were the ones that triggered Rocks, took something from Hachinosu, and he's now gone to God Valley to get it back. Right now, Ginny put out word, mind you, she put out the word because a 13-year-old girl, put out word that this is what we have on the island. If you want, come get it, so that it could trigger some sort of event, so that those kids can find a way to escape. Now, Rox is coming with his crew. He's just like, yo, we're going to the island and we're gonna go get this back, and then we're gonna bounce. All right. Obviously, whatever you see, first come, first serve.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
how it is. But then my question is, why would Roger turn up on an island when it's got nothing to do with him? That's my question. But then
Yeah.
when we saw him on the island, the first thing he says, "It's been so long. You don't know how long it's been. So it's been one whole year." So he probably heard the message that went across the whole Grand Line,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
however far it went across. He probably gathered his crew and it's just like, yo, we're gonna go have some fun. There seems to be action on this place, and I just want to just fight somebody as much as I can. And he's jumped onto this island, made it probably difficult for Rox because now he's turned up, and Rox is just like, oh great, now
Oh
you've turned
wow,
up, man.
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
just want to get my fruit back, and now you're here, and now all of a sudden, because you're here, this squarehead over here is here, and this squarehead is Gop. and it makes it so much harder for Rox to do what he has to do, and you know everything becomes chaos. But again,
Yeah.
only time will tell until
Yeah, because we don't get to see the full event, but then
yeah,
afterwards, that the chapter kind of dies down a bit,
yeah,
and then you get to find out that the kids are safe, and then Kuma
yeah,
saved as many lives as he could. But like even Kuma's
yeah,
like, oh man, I wish I could save more. Feel bad. I
yeah.
feel bad, man.
But then it is what it is, like because we already know, like sorry, Ivankov, we already know isn't gonna be staying with them. He's
Nah,
going
he
to
left. He
live
left.
his
He's
own
like,
life. Yeah,
he was gonna make most of his freedom. Let him.
right. He's going.
But
Yeah,
you
he went.
basically know Ginny and Kuma, like
Yeah,
they,
which again, for me,
yeah,
confirms that this is Bonnie's mom, because
yeah,
obviously these two have
definitely,
grown up together.
yeah.
You know, but
Wait,
it's sad
he's
because it's like,
4. Yeah. How old is Kuma then?
so Kuma's 9 and she's
Oh, okay.
13,
No,
and they've been
she's in,
slave.
she's, oh, okay,
No,
she's
they've been
13.
slaves since. Yeah, they've been slaves since they
Okay.
were 4.
Okay.
But she's 4 years older than him, so she's 13
Oh,
and he's 9. Yeah,
okay, I must have misread that. I thought she was 4 years younger. Okay. Yeah, it says 4 years older. Yeah.
yeah.
Maybe
So
that was the
we already
translation I
know
read. Yeah.
now. Lately, Kuma and Ginny have been working hard so they can, look to their future. No more doing illegal stuff. Working
Yeah, yeah.
hard towards a brighter future, which is good because I like this. You know, but we already know good things don't last long in One Piece. You
Oh man,
know,
the last panel makes me think, man. I'm so full. I'm so full. Well, they all crying, man, because they're finally
yeah,
like a good meal
free,
after.
free from what the Celestial Dragons did, bro. I can't tell you how much I just want these Celestial Dragons boxed in the face, bro. Oh my, because look what they've caused these young kids, bro. Kids,
I know,
so much
man.
pain and sorrow.
They're crying because it's like the first time they've eaten like properly for since
You
they
know,
were born.
let me, in the page, I believe, was it page 16?
Page
When the
16.
kids are throwing, there's two kids throwing rocks at Kuma because they don't believe that he's 9 years old because of how big he is.
Yeah, he's a big kid.
You
Yeah.
know, those two kids are originally Bonnie's crewmates.
Really?
So, yeah, look at them and look at Bonnie's original crew. My guess is Kuma's not. So it's now shown that Kuma's known these guys since they were kids. They were all kids around the same age, right? My guess is
Yeah.
Kuma's told both of those two to look after Bonnie while he was losing his memory and became service to the government. And those two obviously were there with Bonnie from a young age,
Mm.
become her mentor, become part of a crew. Eventually, I don't know what happened to them because all I know is Blackbeard caught her crew, caught her,
Yeah.
but she managed to escape. I don't know what happened to these guys, but yeah, these are the guys that were part of her crew.
Yeah,
You
man.
know.
With you, it's like I didn't even know. Like you know what I mean? Like you know more than I do, man. With all this
Oh,
stuff.
listen, I'm when it comes to One Piece, I go in
You
it.
dive deep,
I'm
man.
gonna
You
say,
dive
yeah,
deep.
go deep, 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 because
Yeah,
this is
you
my
dive
number
deep, man.
one. You
It's
know,
just when like I said before, there's
law,
so many characters. Just keep
yeah,
getting you too.
the law,
But
the
yeah, but that's the
history,
end of the.
everything about it. You
Yeah,
know.
man. But that's the end of the chapter. Yeah, man. That was a good chapter, man.
Mm.
It was a good
It was
chapter.
a chapter, man. Like, I can't
Like,
tell you how excited I am for the next one, but I know it's gonna be like an emotional one, bro. Because, like I said,
yeah, yeah.
good things don't
What
last
do you
long in
think?
One
What do
Piece.
you think is gonna happen next chapter? Do you think we're gonna have a bit or more of a continuation of like Kuma and Jinny's life, or do you think they're gonna go back to Egghead Island?
No, no. I do believe they're gonna have a continuation of Kuma and Jinny's life. Where I do believe it's gonna stop is 1001, chapter 1100. 1100 is going to be something major big. That's probably going to be back to Egghead Island, and we
Yeah,
already know something big's going to happen. I feel like these next chapters are going to be about Kuma's backstory in his life. Because remember, he's called the Tyrant King for a reason. But as he's growing up as a kid, he's not. Look,
you gotta look at them, man. He's
yeah, he's a kid who's well mannered. Sweet, adorable, kind.
yeah,
Something
yeah.
must have
We
happened
have
to
to
make
find
him.
out. Yeah, we need to find out what's happening, man.
Yeah, bro, it's crazy, man. And I do believe next chapter probably be Ginny and Kuma and Ginny in their adulthood, raising Bonnie. Who knows?
Yeah,
But Oda's full of surprises. But again,
yeah,
like I said, the man's on fire. His pen's on fire. The paper's on fire. Everything's on fire right now. You know. But this chapter was marvelous. I loved
yeah,
it, and I cannot wait for more God Valley backstory because boy, what the hell happened to cause one of the most star-studded lineup to disperse and say we're going our separate ways? Because one of you
yeah,
guys messed up. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
And hey, listen. Next week, well, next chapter,
There's a chapter next week though, isn't it? Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. There is a
next
chapter.
chapter,
There's no break. There's no break. Yeah, we
yeah,
definitely want to talk
hopefully,
about next week's chapter.
yeah.
Yeah.
But hey, man, listen, that was a good ass chapter, bro. I'm still
Nah, definitely, man.
still
That was
gassed from
definitely a
it.
good chapter, man. I know.
I know,
In terms of chapter, there wasn't much action other than like finding out what they like. It was more law based,
yeah.
like
But hey,
finding out.
listen,
Yeah,
it was worth it,
yeah, it
you
was
know.
good. No, as a chapter, it was more. It expanded on what people wanted to know more about.
Yeah,
Even with the God Valley incident, like it was a good chapter.
because now I want to know more about God Valley. Now I want to know more about Rocks. I want to know about Captain John, Gloriosa in the younger days, Stussy Buckingham. You know, because we already
You never
know.
know.
Uh,
My older might do it one day, man. You know what I mean? We just have to wait.
mm, just
We just have to wait.
listen. Yeah, but hey, fire chapter. Oda,
Yeah,
you're a genius. Can't wait for more. You
yeah.
know, and
But
here's to next week
yeah,
and the
yeah.
next chapter.
Next
Yeah,
week we can read it. But yeah, that's the. I think our time is up now. Yeah, we spoke about the chapter. Can't wait for next week, like you said, Horsley. And yeah, man, thank you guys for listening. Like I said
thanks for
before,
tuning in, guys. Appreciate
yeah,
it.
man, appreciate it, man. If you guys
There's
wanna,
more to
if
come.
you, yeah, exactly, yeah, like Horsley said, more to come. If you guys enjoy listening to us talk about One Piece, yeah, please like and subscribe, man. Let us know that you enjoy it, and even share it with your friends. I know I'm sounding like a broken
Yeah,
record, but you know what I mean, man. It's good, man.
that's a big help.
Let us know.
Yeah. Share, share,
All right, then,
share. Subscribe,
yeah,
subscribe.
yeah. All right, then,
All
bye.
right then, man. Peace.
Peace.